Lord help us, give us wisdom.
Amen.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Is anything too hard for God?
This is proving to be a trying task.
All right, everybody, welcome to episode 51.5.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you thought.
Gotcha.
The same age as David.
51.5.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're almost
If you've made
there.
it this far, if you're just tuning in, thank you for listening to the podcast.
You're
You make it possible. You make us come back every week and make questionable decisions about our
With
lives
our food.
and our time. Enjoy this episode of the Calm Down, It's Fine podcast. What? So I don't know if you knew this, but we're actually recording a podcast. Who's dad? My dad?
Who's dead?
So, oh Lord. My hat's upstairs, Nikki. I thought my hair was good enough.
And then a hairstylist walked in.
And then a hairstylist walked in and was like, you should wear a hat. Yeah. All right, so here's what's going on.
He's got a cool hat. It's got
My
shoestrings on
wife, and I've heard the jokes, we had a baby. No, you didn't have a baby. What?
Yellow.
Oh.
I thought
Your
you
wife had a baby. Your wife had a baby.
No, I thought this whole time it was you having the baby.
Dude, it's 2023. Either one of you can have a baby.
You're right.
I thought it's
Both
like
of us, one of us.
osmosis. Like she transports it to you.
Right.
Yeah. This
then-
is a very up-to-date. There we go.
There it is.
That's the one.
You thought this was the baby, didn't you? Not yet.
That's not
You gotta wait to the end of the episode to see the kid.
Yeah.
See? If I was watching, I would not care though. I mean, honestly,
Or you just fast forward to the
we're
end.
gonna have a lot of girls watching because girls care about babies.
Sweet.
Girls care about babies,
But they don't care about our podcast.
but
No.
dudes don't. So the analytics is like 60% guys.
That makes more
But
sense.
the
to
girls
me.
who do listen show up. I mean, they show up in the
emails,
comments and
yeah.
the emails. They show up. Speaking of, we have snacks to eat.
Yeah, I heard about these things.
Wait,
Hannah
what?
Fencart
Hannah
sent us Skittles.
Hannah Fendel cart sent a bunch
Fendel cart.
of stuff.
Oh, she like legit. Would she
She's-
mail this in?
Yeah.
She mailed it.
Skittles gummies.
She got
got
a
Skittles
bag of Skittles for all of us.
Oh, hot dog.
This one and that one. No, this one's yours.
What?
This one.
Why?
I'm just kidding. It's that one.
There's four women and a young man over there, and they're judging us.
It's
a
all
young
right.
man
It's all right.
who will one
Two
day
of them have judged me
strong
We're
majority
not
legs.
of
gonna
my
eat
life.
these yet. I just wanted to.
Oh, we're
remind
not?
you. No.
Why not?
Have some constraint, young sir.
Why can't I?
Anyways,
This is mine.
He's got a valid point.
I do. Pointing finger in his face.
so my wife gave birth to our son 2 days ago. At this point,
Mm-hmm.
on the 9th. What is it? The
Today is the
11th.
11th.
23rd
So
of March.
pretty good story. I mean, I'll tell the story in a second, but it's
Wow.
pretty nuts. So yeah, he's here with us. We got home today. We got home at it's 9:22 right now. We got home at 3:00, and we scheduled the podcast to record tonight because we didn't want to miss an episode.
Because Cameron
Wow.
is devoted.
Voted. However, we are not doing our year episode tonight because Harrison couldn't be with us, and
And then I'm gone this weekend.
he's gone this weekend.
I'm
So-
gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we wanted to get something down. So we'll probably do our year celebration episode.
You have to do
In
it
a
in
month.
June. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, welcome to our
We
year.
might as well just do it now, honestly, because
What are you gone for 2 weeks for?
Annual training for the guard.
When do you leave?
May 19th, next Friday.
maybe
Well,
Oh, we can get an episode in before that.
next Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah.
You can try.
Yeah.
No, we can do it.
We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
How
Well,
about
we
we,
have
don't
Tuesday.
do that?
We have Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm gone Monday.
Right. When you get back?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah,
We'll get it out.
We got it.
We'll get it out. Anyways, like, subscribe, comment, review. If you haven't given us a review on Apple Podcasts, you should definitely do that.
Buy a shirt, please. Cameron
Yeah,
has a
we
kid to pay for.
We sold a couple shirts this week.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. Praise the Lord.
Mm.
Yeah, we did. We sold a couple shirts. Let me show you the We're gonna be doing hats soon.
The bill.
No, but our just we'll do our little accounting.
But how I feel like I haven't seen you guys in forever.
It feels like it's been a minute.
It's been a while.
I was telling Dustin, like, I guess it really hasn't. It's been what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's not been long.
It's not been that long, but I feel like
longer.
like I told Dustin, like, I got a haircut and then my hair grew back in. So like it's been. It
You
feels
do.
like it's been that long.
Just in
again.
time for his 51st and a half birthday.
51st and a half.
Yeah, you know, you guys want to celebrate half birthdays?
I would love
Look
to.
at us. Look at us.
I'm gonna get that started.
Boom.
I think I'm worth it. What is that?
Oh
We
snap!
almost have enough
Yo,
to-
we're rich.
We are rich. We're so
oh my
rich.
Goodness, you guys gonna
understand?
see me driving around in a Bentley.
We are rich.
I'm gonna be driving in that Bentley, boy.
Look, you gotta see this. I don't know if this is we can cut this out if we
Cut
have
what
to.
out?
I'm going to show you something.
Tell them all of our money. Tell them how rich we
financials.
are.
So we were trying to
We have
get my
so much money.
I don't know what's my wife. There's a bunch of exercises you can do to induce like to get it going, to induce labor or whatever.
Mhm.
So we were trying to do that. She was going on these long walks and whatever, and I made this compilation. Now I don't know what this song. I don't know anything about the song except the one phrase, and I just thought it was funny.
Cameron's about to start blasting.
It's gonna be bad.
So
I've heard it.
Have you?
Oh, you heard it?
No. I don't think.
You
I don't
said
know
the
anything.
song. You said the whole song, the whole version on the
Yeah,
radio.
so
I have no
in this
idea
truck.
what the song is about.
My
So
point
if
is,
it's
I don't
bad,
know what it's about either, but I just made a video just to send to the family just because I thought it was funny. Let me try to get it connected here real quick.
And did they all roast you?
No, everyone laughed. No one. Yeah.
Is it going to be on the next Manaraze CD?
You're such an idiot. I hate you the most. Just joking.
It's all right. At least I'm number one in something.
You're number,
You're number one in more things.
you're
than
number
that.
2 on the
You're
podcast.
a good friend.
Or no, he moved you to number 3. I thought you were number 2 this whole time.
Why isn't this connecting?
Are you always number 3?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I had no idea.
He's always
All
number
the
three.
time. All
I
the time.
couldn't remember.
What was it? However, you did post a picture of Kaysen
Mhm.
wearing the C. diff onesie.
I did. You should have.
And my wife, this is so funny. My wife reposted
Yeah.
the picture and was like, the first C. diff baby. And her friend texted her and was like, Nick, C. diff is a thing that affects your poop.
And she like got the dictionary definition from
and
Google.
and Nikki
and
just
like
goes,
Nikki's completely like as if
Nikki's
we
just
don't
like,
know.
Yeah, Nikki's like, we know.
we
Dude,
get it.
We
so
know
she
it's poop.
screenshot it, sent it to me, and I was like, a year later, and it's still hilarious.
A poop baby.
This is why it's not connecting. I'm an idiot.
I think my favorite episode was the pure C. diff one where I got to go full off the rail while you guys were taking care of some dog poop.
Yeah, we cut that out, I think. Did we cut? Yeah.
That's on the special limited edition release,
Yeah, you gotta-
$4.99 a month club.
I'm sorry this is taking so long. I'm connecting now. My bad.
What's
guys.
wrong with you?
I was connecting my wife's AirPods. I haven't
It's-
slept in
this
3
guy-
days.
It's
this
like
guy-
you've been through a lot
I know.
lately.
This guy's been a full-blown dad for
Right,
2
here it is.
days,
Here
and
it
he's
is.
already
Already-
forgotten how
here it is.
technology works.
It's my wife walking.
Ah, turn this on.
He's already the oldest man here.
Yep.
It's my wife walking.
I bet I know what song you're going to pick right now.
Ready?
Yeah, go. I bet I know what the song
All right.
is.
First of all, what do you think
I
it
bet
is?
you do too.
Is it going to be the Ain't Nothing Gonna Break My Stride?
I don't.
No.
I don't know. It might be in the later part of it.
Oh, I see
What about you,
videos of
Dustin?
dogs.
Oh no, you are.
No.
Here it is. Ready?
There's a parody of this song that's hilarious.
We will not be playing that, so enjoy this instead.
You did not create me to worry.
That's so funny.
I don't know if it's. Honestly, it's not a good song. But
It is not.
they see me rolling.
It is not. That song.
She's doing this lunging walk.
Yeah.
That song
And
came
she's
out
just trying-
during my backslidden days.
They see me roll, and I've always. I have always made that statement. They see me roll. I always
Oh,
do that.
it's like a-
but I don't know. I
The song
literally
has
don't know
become a
any
meme
other.
for sure.
Yeah.
so-
That song came out back when
Okay, we just showed them
I
that
was not
They see me
concerned with-
rolling.
No, I wasn't either.
I was not
mean-
concerned
I mean-
with being a Christian.
Yeah,
Before I loved Jesus as much as he loved me.
correct.
And,
Yeah.
I
might as
never
well
now
show you
I
the song
never
now.
listened to that kind of music, so that wasn't what I would have been like. I don't know. Still am. Still don't know. I just think it's funny. Have you heard the one where the guys like they see me mowing
my front lawn.
Yeah.
That's the Weird Al version.
That's well there's
I'm
that
white
but-
and
what's it?
nerdy.
Yeah, white nerdy. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the Weird Al version.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Look
We
at
have the most special guest of special guests.
yes.
Oh man.
Oh snap.
The next
Crackle and
president
pop.
of Delaware County.
Look at this little Rice
Say hello,
Krispie.
Kason. Kason.
It's adorable.
Oh my god.
He's bopped his head on the mic.
He's so cute. Look
Say
at him.
something.
He's smiling.
Say something.
I thought he was.
You got a grunt. Kason. Come on.
There
Did
it
you get it?
is.
Did you get it?
That's so cute.
Okay, we got him recorded.
He went.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Look at this
So-
little nugget.
This is.
Look at
All
that.
right, bro. Calm down.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Already taking over.
Man, dude,
My
stop
word.
interrupting everybody. One at a
Interrupting?
time, Kason.
Oh, you hear him? There he is. Come on. There we go. This is Kason. Kason Clark Manaraze. We'll call him Casey. We'll call him Case. We'll call him Kason. I don't know.
Or K.
But
That's not gonna work.
he was born on May 9th. Born on May 9th. Oh no. 7'11", 7 pounds 11 ounces. So we might call him 7'11".
Thank you. Come again.
Yo, look though. Look at this.
It's amazing.
He has a straight up mullet.
Yeah.
Off the rip, dude.
Nikki, did you see his mullet? Like, it's so long. Like, look at it. He literally is a Greenwood baby. Like,
So funny.
he has a mullet. Zoom in, David.
Zoom in on the mullet.
All
On
right.
YouTube. Zoop.
You got
All
it
right, yeah.
We're
You
good.
have to, you have
he
to
goes
pinch in.
Did you- are we
perfectly in
in
our
frame?
church. Like, he's ready for.
He's already
church.
ready to fit in with all
There's
of
so
our
many got
hicks.
mullets in our church.
Yeah.
Anyways, he was 7'11", 7 pounds 11 ounces.
Listen, I know that
21 inches long.
I know that's your son,
7'7", so
but that
that's-
doesn't look like a good way to hold a baby.
He loves it. He's snugged. Oh, we'll try again.
I don't think. Oh my gosh, man! Little babies make me so nervous.
They always make me nervous.
Aren't they like the most fragile things on the planet?
Yes.
Dude, I'm
Right
telling you one
after
thing.
baby field mice.
I'll tell you what. They may be fragile. I don't think they are fragile. I mean, you can't drop them, obviously, but I'm telling you what. No, I'm saying the doctor, the doctor had him by his neck and his hand and was swinging him around like nobody's business. And I'm like, sir,
Sir, please, hey,
sir.
calm down.
Now, it's like,
But he noticed that he didn't drop him, so he dropped. He wrote that
when
down.
it's like when you know what you're, I mean, he just swinging him around and then the nurses and the midwife comes in and it's just like, and I'm like, oh,
flinging them like nunchucks.
yes.
Man.
So-
meanwhile, like you drop your phone and that thing cracks
I know.
That's sad.
if it lands
And this
on
is
a
more
sponge the
expensive
wrong
than
way.
a phone.
We
I haven't
could
got
pi-
the bill yet, but
we could
I don't know.
pick,
Apple's getting pretty pricey.
yeah.
pick David up by the throat and throw him around.
This took a turn.
So
Just see how much more fragile David
Yeah.
is than a baby.
this is Kason. Pray for his salvation at an early age. Pray that he lives for the Lord. That's my prayer for him. And yep, I'm gonna bring him back to his mom or someone over there.
Another of
You got
the
your
women.
headphones on. Man, I probably should have helped you do this.
He's got it. He's
He's
just,
a dad now, man.
Hey, I'm with you. The babies do make me nervous. I always
It
get
made me so nervous.
it's like something. I don't want to be the one in charge of all of that.
yeah, no.
The struggle. What if something happens and I'm the one that's holding it?
I think I've held like 2 newborn babies ever in my life.
I think it's wonderful, but that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and both of them were like forced upon me. They were like, "Do you want to hold my baby?" And I was like, "No." And they were like, "Take the baby."
I'm like, give me oven mints and bubble wrap, and
Yeah,
I
dude.
just want to do this right.
Yeah, yeah, newborn babies.
I don't know if babies are.
Like, dude,
I
newborn
know
babies.
nothing about. So the first newborn baby I held was Haley, my niece, Travis and Katie's baby.
Okay.
I mean, I've never been in the hospital with any other baby. No, like newborn. No.
Well, I've never been in a hospital with a baby.
Yeah, I've never. I'm assuming I have held babies that were a couple weeks old, but I've never held a. So I held her, and that was 11 weeks ago. She's 11 weeks old, so they're 11 weeks apart. But, yeah, I changed diapers in the hospital. So look at me.
Bro.
I'm full dad mode.
Full dad mode.
Full dad mode.
Yeah, dude, babies are like, it's so much it's so much responsibility. I haven't read a pamphlet or nothing, dude.
I haven't either, though.
I don't know how to do it.
I haven't
Like,
either.
Babies make nerves.
So I was like, the nurse, I was like, all right, well, show me how the diaper thing works. And she's like, okay.
Did you say it just like that?
More like show me. I probably
You were like,
more.
all right, let's do this.
So show me how to clean this stuff up.
You're like, man, all right.
No, I was like, what's that?
Where you're like, when my wife's not around, and I guess I have to do it.
So I was like, show me how to swaddle. So like the first night, apparently they don't want you sleeping in the hospital at all. So they're in there every hour. They're checking the baby. They're checking her. She's supposed to feed, and you don't sleep. So like he was swaddled, and I'm just in there. He's going to the bathroom. So I'm like changing his diaper. I'm like the swaddling, like the little baby in swaddling clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
Did you like take shifts?
So you have to like
sleeping?
She can't. She's bedridden at that point. So it's like.
So she's in the perfect place to sleep.
Yes, but the baby has to be fed.
I
And it's
know,
all,
I'm just-
like that. You haven't read a pamphlet, so
I know.
I was learning as I went. Like, oh, that's what. Okay, we're
I don't
doing
have
this
a
now.
pamphlet. I have a manifesto.
We're doing this. Okay. So
I'll
actually,
print you a copy.
what happened was Tuesday. So she was.
Bro, this is Karl Marx. What is happening right now?
She.
Don't worry. Just read.
Continue.
I'm all
No, it's
for power washing children.
I feel like
think
this is
that's
going
the
to
way
be
to do it.
boring as sin to every dude out there.
No, it's not.
We'll
Listen,
do 5
you grab
minutes.
a baby, you get your power washer out, and you scrub that thing down.
Yeah.
Get the house attachment that has a one that goes around really fast. If you've ever done manual, yes, like that. Get that one, and you just stand about 4 feet back. You go,
Take
done.
that every
Done.
cracks and crevices.
Yep.
Literally.
Look, you you get your power washer out. You go, done.
Yeah. You have to probably do it 12 feet away, as to not break skin.
I said 5. I'm trying to toughen them up.
Have you ever cut yourself with a power washer?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude. And didn't we all do it like this? Like, oh, there's dirt on my hand.
Yep.
No, mine went like this. As I hit the trigger, and I was like, man, that's strong. and then I went.
I just want to know.
Yeah, like, just curiosity.
The first time I ever messed with the
That's a good topic. Power washer.
Yeah, curiosity, man.
I love power washers.
At this,
but
when I worked for the Smyrna School District, we were power washing the like the side of the school,
yeah.
like during the summer, and I had the power washer, and I was like, oh man, look how dirty the sidewalk is. So I started like writing messages in the dirt on the sidewalk, but the power washer was so powerful, it was just like engraving the sidewalk.
Yeah.
So like,
It's probably really old
David is
concrete,
really
so it's all
David
just
is
like-
cool. David hates. I hate my job.
so like,
I hate principal so and so.
well, so like, I didn't notice it until
Kids
the
are
next day,
dumb.
and the sidewalk dried, and I walk outside, and it just says my name is like clear as day etched in the sidewalk. So,
Who did this?
Yeah, so I had to like get the power washer back out, and then I scribble my name out with the power washer.
It looks literally like
That's
a
how-
piece of paper with a scribble. on it.
That-
people can like look at it and see that's a D. That's an A. Is that a V? It's a.
Yeah, man, I don't
Isn't
know.
there a guy that works here that might be a sign you
Not no more, there ain't.
might need to pour new concrete. If it's so old, then you're getting rid of it.
Right here. Back it up.
Yeah.
But the first time I messed around with I don't know what the technical name would be, but the one for houses where it's the one and then under pressure goes like around really fast.
Yeah, for siding, right?
Yeah. Cause like if you just get like a 40-degree angle one, like I've like held my hand far enough away, I didn't get dirt or whatever. I use that. And I was like, ha.
Yeah. It's not fun.
Yeah, mine
So,
was just out of curiosity.
Yeah,
power washing is.
I'm a fan.
I have.
It's actually kind of fun.
Oh,
I
dude,
love it.
There's
It's so
nothing
satisfying.
more satisfying, gratifying than getting a mossy sidewalk.
or something. Yeah.
Or
even like
green
the siding of
algae
your house,
siding.
and like you
But-
just watch it run
Yeah.
down. The
Yes,
house.
but like even on sidewalk where it's just like or a deck, you just
Yep.
go shh, and it's just white,
Yep.
clean.
Yeah.
So,
Clean, and you're like,
shh.
it's amazing.
Yes, but it becomes quite a lot like painting after about 10 minutes. Painting is like, oh, I want to paint. I want painting a wall. Like, oh, that looks fun. And then you're like, oh, this is
There's corners.
yeah.
What? They didn't tell
actually,
me about this.
I'm
And
actually a fan of painting. I enjoy.
you're a fan of evil.
My mother-in-law is a fan of painting.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I like to paint. It's a good time.
I hate it. That guy's funny. I don't know. I don't remember his name, but
Andy
he's funny.
Samberg.
Yeah, that's the one. He's hilarious.
Anyways, so what happened is here's a 5-minute birth story.
Oh, okay.
So last Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
over a week ago.
Dude, you're right. This is boring to guys.
I know.
You should have gotten a radar gun.
My wife went into early labor, so we had a bunch of false calls. So we went to the doctor. They're like, yeah, she's in early labor, whatever. Send her home. And then Wednesday, it got more intense. So we were like, okay, that's part why we didn't come to the youth rally, because it was like,
Yeah,
this is
I asked you. I said, "Are you guys coming?" You said, "My wife's in pre-labor," and then
what? And at that point, I'm like, I don't even know what that means. I know pre is before, and then labor is hard.
Labor is good.
yeah. So, Ben,
Are you laughing, sweetie? Pre is before, labor is hard.
Ben,
You're so smart.
Ben was at the youth rally,
Yes.
and he walks up to me. He goes, "Hey, do you know if Kayla's had the baby yet?" And I go, "I do not." I said, "Yesterday I was talking to Cameron, and he said my wife's in pre-labor." And he goes, "That's the last thing I heard." He goes, "What does that mean?" I go, and I go, I have no idea.
That's what the doctor said.
I was like, I thought the past 9 months was pre-labor. I don't know what that means at all. So like,
yeah. So apparently, so we went there Wednesday, and they're like, listen, we have a spot Sunday since you're in a lot of discomfort, and usually you either don't go into pre-labor a few hours, and then you go into labor, and then you have the baby 6 hours span,
and
whatever.
then post-labor.
Yes. So, but then a lot of people go into like a week before, and they're very uncomfortable. So with that being the case, they were like, well, we have an inducement, which means you go in and they make things happen basically.
Right.
We can induce her at 5:00 on Sunday. So we're like, okay, well that's great. It was Wednesday. We'd already been 2 days into this, whatever. So we get ready for Sunday night, 5:00. We're all geared up. Sunday morning comes, they call us and say, we have to move it back to 5. So we're like, okay. They're like, it's just super busy. So they say, call us at 8. I mean, so it was 5:00. They said, call us at 8. So we're like, okay. So we call at 8, and they go, we have to move it back to 7:30 tomorrow morning, which is now Monday morning. So we're like, okay. Well, again, we didn't ask to be induced. You guys scheduled us to be induced.
Your idea.
So that's where all our hopes are up. Like, okay. So Sunday night was,
So weird.
we thought my birthday's May 8th. He's going to be born on my birthday. I thought it was cool. Some people wouldn't, but I thought it was pretty cool.
I thought it was pretty dumb.
So
I'm just kidding.
that happens. They move it back to, now it's Monday, 7:30. We call. They say, oh, yeah, call us back at 9 Monday morning, and we'll let you know. We call back at 9. They go, yeah, we'll call you back around later this afternoon to see. So we're just like up, down. Like, what in the world's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, my wife starts really going from pre-labor to real labor.
Yep.
That's Monday night. We go to softball. We play.
Priorities.
She's doing laps. She's walking,
Yep.
trying to get.
She's out there catching.
She's walking, trying to get the old boy to, come on out. And
Cam's like, hey, can you hold on? I gotta.
But listen to this. Listen, so I played softball. We played both 2 games, did a doubleheader, and then I'm done. And they're like, all right, we gotta go to the hospital. Her contractions are a minute apart, 2 minutes apart, whatever. We take her to the hospital. They go, yeah, you're in pre-labor still, and you haven't progressed enough. And people would know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna go, but you haven't progressed enough. This is at 10 o'clock at night. We went to Kent General, drove from. And they're like, you have to go home and maybe come back in the morning because we don't have a bed for you. We're full. And I'm like, what? So she's like, yeah, you once you are crying, you can come back. Like once you can't move.
What an odd.
So we like, well, okay, whatever.
Say.
Yeah.
So we go home.
That's what an army
We came
doctor
home for
tells you.
1 hour, and they get to where she is crying. We put her in the bath, trying to calm her down. I'm like, who's to say that they're not going to turn us away again? Like, you were already in you couldn't even walk before.
Yeah.
You came in a wheelchair.
Right.
So, but it was so bad. I was like, we can't.
No, I get that.
We have to go.
that's
So
the
we
same-
went back, and they still wouldn't admit her because the word is dilated. Whatever. She wasn't doing that, but she was having contractions like that should have made her dilate, but she wasn't. And since they didn't have room in the hospital, they wouldn't say she was in labor because there was no progression there.
Yeah.
Right.
So the doctor's like, but you're in a ton of pain. We're going to keep you in triage, which is the place where you go before
Right.
delivery, and say, we'll put you on morphine for 2 hours and see if something happens. So they put her on morphine for 2 hours. So this is now 2 a.m. till 4 a.m, and the morphine wears off. And then it was like, no joke. Like, this is in every contraction, there's these things called hip squeezes where you put pressure on the lower back of her because these contractions are like. So for literally like 8 hours, my neck was so sore because
Your traps are gonna be huge,
dude. All I did every 2 minutes because these contractions would come and I would squeeze her hips together to relieve pain. Like and she's like, Cameron, it's coming. You have to do it because it was the only relief there was. So finally, after the morphine wore off, it was 5 o'clock. The nurse comes back in and goes, okay, we're just going to admit you. And so what they should have done, like if there was room in the hospital, what they would have done was said, okay, put you in a room. We're going to give you Pitocin. We're going to get things rolling. We're going to give you an epidural and whatever. And so they induced her. I mean, they put her in. They admitted her. And as soon as they gave her the stuff, it was like when they gave her Pitocin, then they broke her water 30 minutes. Boom, baby.
Yeah.
So there's something, in other words, she has to have a certain thing happen before that. So she was having all these labor. She would have went at night. Literally, if we had walked in there that first time and they would have done the one thing, but they just couldn't because they didn't have a room available. They were saving it for people with active labor.
So I know that that's how Kent really be working.
Dude, it was awful.
Because
I've heard.
my appendix was like toasted, bro. Like I'm talking.
Okay, David said that's how Kent be working.
Yeah.
He said because his appendix was toasted.
My
He had a
appendix.
toasted appendix.
My appendix was gone. Like leaking, actively like killing me, like poisoning me. And I walk in there and I'm like, hey, like I have this crazy pain and I've had it for a week. Right? I went through the entire August revival at our church and was like, pastor was like, stand up, sing congregational. I was like, I'm gonna sit this one out. It was so bad. I had it for an entire week. Like I was like bent over, like couldn't eat the whole, it hurt so bad. Go to the hospital at 7 p.m. on a Monday night. I did not get a room till like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And then at 4 a.m. they were like, oh yeah, your appendix is burst. We're gonna have to take that out.
Huh.
And they were like, we're gonna schedule you for a surgery. And then me, because I'm dumb, I was like, oh yeah, just let me know so I can, put into heaven work. When are we gonna do that? And she was like, we're gonna do it as soon as the surgeon gets here, because you're dying. Oh, all right. And at this point, my phone is dead. So I'm like.
You're dying.
Yeah, at this point my phone is dead, so I'm like, does anybody have a phone I can borrow? Because I'm gonna need to call.
I just want to call my work and tell them I won't be there next Tuesday.
I legit called my work and was like, hey. And here's the other thing, right? I'm so like my brain is so foreign to this kind of stuff. I call my boss and I go, hey,
is it okay?
I'm not gonna be able to make it. My appendix burst, so I need to get my appendix taken out in like 2 hours. They're taking it out. So,
I can work later today though.
So I said, and I quote, so I'm going to need like a day or two off. And
That's what Kay said too.
My boss literally laughs at me. She goes, okay. And then hangs up. And I was like, that's weird. That's weird.
2
6
weeks.
weeks.
Oh, 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
That's your recovery time for giving birth. Oh, goodness.
Because I worked for the state. Now listen, I was fine after like 2 weeks, like a week and a half, 2 weeks, perfectly fine. But the state wouldn't let me come back to work.
That's the deal right there.
Yeah.
So it was like a solid month. I was just like living my life, getting paid. But yeah, no.
Apparently I looked it up and whatever. Kent Jenner has a ton of things like that.
Yeah.
So what happened basically is this, and I haven't said the word, whatever, dilated.
Yeah. She
was in labor. Labor makes you dilate. When you're in labor and you're not, they help you. Happens. So that's what needs to happen. That's all that needed to happen. 10 hours of labor. And then once they finally just said, all right, well, come in here. They gave her the stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Happened.
No, it's funny.
So
There's
it's
gonna be
like
somebody who's listening to this podcast be like, 10 hours is nothing.
Yeah, I know. But we
and I'm gonna be like,
we weren't trying
to
to do
people, and to those
you're
people,
exactly right. Actually,
and to
dap
those
that
people,
up. You're
I
exactly
say,
right.
And to those people, I say, shut up, shut your mouth. If you want to talk about it, Get your own podcast.
Start a podcast. Talk about your labor experience. So
That's what we should have done. We should have had all women come on here and tell us their stories. Just kidding. I don't want that.
No. Don't email in any stories.
Hospital. There are.
So let me finish, and
Sorry.
you can start.
Go.
But it's all good. We have a healthy baby. Praise the Lord, healthy. She's doing good, on track to recovery.
Now, how do you feel that Harrison didn't love you guys enough to come and see the kid today?
Oh, dude.
But
Done.
we both like. I
Done.
was like,
Done.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Done. Who?
He's not a.
Who
Who
is
are
it?
you
Who?
talking about?
His name's Harrison. He's
What?
he's a friend from your past.
You're.
Bro, my past is
I s-
irrelevant now that I have a son. It's all the
Man.
future.
And we're
Whoever's
here.
here right now
A
in the present is
crazy-
in my future.
Crazy
here,
old man.
right now.
Saying heinous things. This Harrison.
Watch
you
your language.
speak
Heinous
of.
Harrison.
Heinous Harrison.
Yeah. Sounds like a freak with a big old schnoz.
Sounds like a serial killer from London in the 1800s.
heinous
We were killed, and the people were slaughtered by
Heinous Harry.
Harrison.
Heinous Harry.
So, all right. Well, let's again thank you all for praying because I know everyone was praying about
You're
that.
welcome.
Thanks for praying for my son, my wife.
Well, I
It's all
just
good.
said I wasn't really.
Praise the Lord.
really-
Well, I'm glad you didn't. 'Cause you would have probably come out with 3
It
eyeballs.
was, it was one of those random thoughts, like, oh yeah, that boy.
All right,
you know,
here's what we'll do.
yeah.
We'll get into some. We will read some emails, and then we will.
Do you want to
some
read any
YouTube-
more from Vid Angel?
Sure. We'll read some YouTube comments. We'll see where it goes. We'll eat these, and we'll wrap it up. We're gonna do a shorter episode because we just got home from the hospital. Quit complaining. It's
Yeah,
only
and
an hour.
Honestly, I came to see the baby, and I was like, well, since we're here, we'll just record something.
Yeah. David's wife is here. Nikki, come over here. Say hi. Nikki. What's it off of the Godfather?
know.
Nikki.
Oh yeah.
Nikki. Hello. Say hi.
This is my wife.
Right there. Zoom in. You probably have to pan over.
Yeah,
I
she
don't
might
know
need
if
to
it's
scoot over somewhere.
there.
Dustin, we about to be real close.
I mean,
real
Dustin, give her some space.
I'm trying.
This is Nikolai.
Got one leg off.
You are significantly louder in real life.
Yeah, isn't that shocking? Like you listen to the podcast, you're like, how could he get any louder?
Yeah,
Yes.
he adjusts.
Anyways,
Is Dustin's? I feel like should be all the way down.
where
Harry's is usually all the way up.
this is. Are you?
Low.
Oh yeah.
I'm number 4.
2 is not hot right now.
Yeah, but
so
I
it's,
feel like Harry's more like
there we go.
open doors and turn the lights.
We're not changing. Nick, we're not changing anything right now. Okay, we're just not.
Yeah, it just comes in.
Too much work.
Man.
I don't
Thank.
have-
Listen, as the Calm Down is Fine Nation, Unflappables, we all want to thank you for lending us your husband for a year. All the time you spent alone because your husband has been at my house.
And
You
it
guys love him more than me.
it takes
So-
it takes a toll.
So what we want to do is there's a box and there's some apparently Skittle gummies.
Give her Harrison's
They're
gummies.
Harrison's. But Nikki, they're yours. All yours. Nikki has given us a lot of
Hashtag
gifts.
sponsor.
We have hats. These hats because of Nikki. We have
the things.
didn't we have the
Your
sign?
baby onesie,
My baby onesie. We posted it. You can go see that on the
your bumper stickers,
my bumper
which
stickers.
Harrison is no longer single as a Pringle after
Yeah, I know.
getting his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got us shirts. Did you get the shirts or he got shirts?
He got the shirts.
I bought a shirt for myself with your heads on it.
Yeah,
I like that.
she's got the picture in the
Yes,
YouTube
yeah,
video.
The one that,
yeah,
the one
it's
that
on
you
the,
drew, right?
yeah,
Yeah, that's a sick.
it's on the
sick
shirt.
drawing too.
one
Did
you
you get the
drew
sign too?
With your finger.
I bought that.
On air.
Oh yeah, on air.
But yeah,
it's all
but-
the same purse, man.
Yeah.
Who's paying
Notice
for
I said
it?
purse.
Listen,
Who's paying for it?
Oh wow, she's joining in.
Which, by the way, thanks to you guys, everyone now thinks we're like
Thinks
the
you're
rich
filthy
brides.
rich.
So they're like, dinner's on you, right? And I'm like,
We won't-
Cameron, man,
Yeah, we won't
The
send
heat of
the
money.
shirts and all the whatever merch we sell. We won't send it from your house because people who, when I send shirts out, they now have my return address because I was wondering how she got. Thanks, Hannah. I was like, how does she know? I'm like, oh
You don't have a PO box?
no,
Cameron.
It's my
people just gonna
address.
Start showing up.
they're gonna show up to see Case and they're like,
With
so
pitchforks.
where's the kid? But
Give us the
if
kid.
they had yours, you would have beggars coming to your
We have
house.
a PO box.
That's smart.
We're smart.
yeah,
They're just
don't
gonna
even
show
like
up to
the
the PO
UPS
box. They're gonna be
guy
at
to know.
the post office be like
You, Nikki.
sitting there all day.
You, Nikki.
You actually
Your
can't
brother have a
find our
piece of
house.
pie house. A piece
Now
of
I
pie
will
place.
say,
If you type my
that
address in, you cannot find our house. It will not give you the correct town.
Well, how do you get Amazon and Walmart
We
delivered?
don't.
Because
We have
that's
a PO box.
we get
your
it.
Walmart orders.
Oh,
We
yeah,
also
our
get-
grocery people, like, I literally
You have to know
put
them.
in the
It's like a-
notes. No,
yeah.
I have to put in the notes, hey, GPS is going to change the address. Ignore it.
Like, hi,
Yeah.
We live here.
However, fajita money, the phrase fajita money has stuck as a solid joke. Like
Yes.
it's a thing
$400
now.
fajitas.
Fajita money has now like anytime somebody's like hey, I
You got
got
talking to the mic.
every time
Nikki, we can hook you up a mic.
anytime somebody's like, hey, do you want me to pay for it? Nah, bro, I got it. Fajita money. Like it's literally
Yes, no, it's good.
Get your own.
Yeah.
Dude,
Here, give her.
Nikki's done moved in.
She's moved in.
Just like that. He said, come over to say hi. And I said, I'm staying.
You got a good vibe, Nikki.
Well, when Harrison's missing,
You have a good energy.
I'm my biggest fan.
I like this.
What is it?
That's the butt.
She's
Alright, so this will
she's
be-
a legend in her own mind.
I love now. It's gonna be not. It's not gonna be me and David against each other. It's gonna be David and Nikki against each other.
Nope. It's not David and Nikki against anything.
This is the longest. I
What
think
was
me
the
and
last
Cameron
thing
have
you
gone
guys
without
argued
bickering.
about? Let's go.
Nikki, we should do a podcast and we won't fight.
We were just
figure out who's
Dustin, could you get all the materials?
We'll figure it out.
we were just talking at Youth Rally about how me and Cameron fight like cats and dogs. But God forbid anyone say anything about Cameron. I'm
Thank
like, I
you.
will kill you.
Thank you. I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
No, she was sit
I
right
did-
here.
I allowed
Sit
to
right
hear
here.
it?
Let's
I
clear the
heard-
air.
I heard a good quote, and I don't know who said it initially, but someone repeated it. They said, "Have the type of friends. A good friend is someone who jokes, mocks you, and blasts you to your face, but when behind your back, defends you."
This belongs to
Dude,
me.
if that's the case, I am
This is
everyone's best friend.
No, I'm serious. My best friends and my good friends. Not
Right
saying
here.
we're best friends, but we always go at each other, bust each other, knock on each other. But like, if you're still doing that behind their backs,
Right.
Terrible.
you don't have their friends. I'm
Speaking of
serious.
which-
Like
We
that's
must be besties for the rest of you.
Speaking of which, then let's clear the air. On the last episode, you called my wife ugly.
never. No, it wasn't. I didn't mean it. You're
I
beautiful.
literally saved the clip. You did. I literally went back
My
on
wife's the most gorgeous person on earth.
Now,
And then there's Nikki.
Is that what you said?
No, but that's what I mean.
he's saying in order.
What happened?
Order.
I missed it.
So
It's that Italian.
I'm not
it's-
Italian.
It's that Portugal.
Portuguese.
Portugalian.
now I will say this, right? Is
That's not right.
she listened to the episode, text me immediately.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Cameron called me ugly. I said, no, he didn't.
No, it's kind of hard just to sit there and be like, I was making a joke, and then it's like,
So then-
what
so
I
then
gotta
I'm like-
say now? What? Okay, she's not ugly. She's gorgeous.
Right.
Like,
so
it's
so
like,
then I'm
No,
like,
it's awkward.
I'm like, no, he didn't. And then she's like, yeah, he did. I was like, no. So she goes, she shows it to Bethany. Bethany goes, he called you ugly.
he called you ugly.
Eric, who listens to the podcast, goes, no, he didn't. Literally.
When you're making a joke like that, because I was making fun of you for sitting in a feminine way, and I said,
And I
if you
said-
have a
I said-
girl, it's gonna be ugly because it's gonna look like you. And then there's like, well, it's gonna
And
look
I
like
said-
your wife. And
I
I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I totally missed that.
Okay, but Eric Tweed makes fun of me more than anyone in my life.
So he doesn't really count.
Yeah, his opinion matters nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing to me, Eric.
let me see if you're in the frame.
No, listen. Eric
Should be.
is
Okay.
Eric's the man.
As a stupid boy.
Eric Tweed.
I knew you were gonna do it. I was looking forward to it. It makes me so happy.
Eric Tweed. You know how I started? So I started calling his wife Betty Tweed because we had that episode
Yeah.
about names.
Betty Tweed.
And I go, Betty Tweed. And she hates it, which
Why?
means I adopted
You have
it.
to do it
Yeah.
more. Yeah.
Betty. Oh
Betty
yeah,
Tweed.
I know.
Every time so I
love
see
it.
her, I go, Betty Tweed.
Yes.
And she, ugh, makes me laugh.
I cut her name entirely. I just call her B. That's it. B.
That's what we call the barracks in the army.
call her
Hey,
B
you going
now
to the
because of
Bs?
Betty?
That's what we
No, I
call it.
literally just call her B.
So, but before Betty.
Before Betty Tweed.
Before Betty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Betty Tweed. Betty Tweed. Betty Tweed.
We
Now
should
it's
just put
just
that on the
B-tweed.
board
BT.
just so she knows it's there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Just so
and-
she knows that exists in this world.
When we go
And
A
bowling,
button that
that's her
says
name.
Betty.
Betty Tweed.
In big letters right now, just have Betty Tweed show up on the screen
We're gonna do it,
and
man.
flash like a car salesman thing.
Oh, but if I do that, I'm gonna have to like put like an epilepsy warning in the beginning of the episode.
No, just put like, hey, if you have seizures, just go to sleep.
Disclaimer.
Go to sleep. If you have seizures, if you have seizures, go to sleep. words to live by. If you have
Hey,
if you have seizures, go to sleep.
It's like one of those big
That's-
warning things. Like across the screen. If you have seizures, go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Like That's like hey, are you sick? Stop. Like, what does that mean?
I totally get what they're saying now, where you start off real strong with an idea and it's great, and then you keep talking and it ruins it.
That was a great idea.
Yes,
That was a
because
great-
he's like, you should put across the screen, Ben
Yes.
Tweed, but then you should put a seizure disclaimer.
Yeah,
he
no.
ruined it. That wasn't me.
I think it was great.
It was me. I was the one who made.
Yeah, you
mention of the
ruined
seizure
it. You
disclosure.
freak.
Well, you said you were gonna make it
I
flash.
think
They're
he made
all
it-
perfect.
He made it better.
You said make them flash,
Yeah, I
and I
did.
said I would, but
Yeah. Well, it's not my fault. People have seizures.
It's not.
That's not. It's their fault.
It's a tough life.
People are gonna listen and be upset.
sometimes
about
it's
that.
your fault.
Huh?
People are gonna be upset about that.
Why?
About the
No,
seizures?
No, I mean there's a lot of people who have seizures.
Well, tell them to stop.
Lord help Casey. Not
Go to sleep.
Please, Lord, protect my son.
No seizures.
Everything I think about now, everything I see, I like.
Yeah.
Lord, help him.
Welcome to dadhood.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
dadhood.
Killing it.
Bloods.
That was funny.
All right. So here's what we'll do.
Do
We will
it.
read a couple comments here, and some people nerded out on the
On what? The superheroes?
superheroes.
There's a lot more that we could have talked about.
Don't.
Okay.
Did we talk about favorites?
Do you guys hashtag?
What?
Favorite
What do you mean?
superheroes? Did we
Like,
ever
do you
that?
hashtag your YouTube videos? And
I
Posts?
put tags so when people search specific things, it pops up.
you
Or
gotta,
like
like,
our episode pops up.
hashtag those,
Did you?
like,
Is
Talk
handsome?
to your husband.
I do. I
elevate.
put tags in the descriptions.
Is handsome
Well,
one
not
of the
in the
tags?
Uh-huh.
Put handsome in there. We'll get
All right.
an extra.
All
All right, here we go.
40,000 views.
Superpowers. A Cheesem. So it's TJ
Yeah.
from our church. He
Yeah.
goes,
Mhm.
Spider-Man and Batman were my favorite characters as a child, with Superman and Ninja Turtles close behind. You're still a child.
I agree
TJ.
with half of what he says.
You're still a child.
I like. Which one do you not? You don't. I don't remember who you didn't like.
I don't like Batman.
I don't like
Hate
Batman.
you.
I don't like
Unless
Superman
it's
either.
Robert Pattinson.
It's
Batman's
Batman.
fake,
it's Spider-Man.
No.
like your mom.
Your face is dumb.
Spider-Man and the Ninja Turtles are goated, bro.
Hey,
I love
sweetie,
Ninja
you
Turtles.
good?
That's
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
We only had one VHS tape of the Ninja Turtles growing up, so we just watched it like over and over and
Which
over and over.
one?
I don't.
You tell me when I interrupt.
they had
Tell
the-
me. Tell me when.
I think you've been doing great tonight.
No,
Is
we-
fatherhood
just
like the changing.
Tell me. Just
thing?
tell me like how long I let them go.
So
I'd
we-
like to point out that
Yeah.
I usually just don't say anything.
Yeah, and
so-
it's worse when you don't say things.
back to the Ninja Turtles. Important things here. Me and my friends to this day sometimes marathon the old movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and your friends.
Like once a year.
So sometimes when he's not here doing podcasts, he also leaves you and watches marathons.
No, I don't leave. We do it at my house. I got a big TV. Come on, stop.
we have two
Fajita
levels
money,
in
bro.
our house for a reason.
Let me know what's going on.
Yeah, all right. Come on. You still haven't been to my house.
I haven't.
I've invited
You haven't been to
you
my
a
house.
number
It's
of
right
times.
over there.
I've invited you a number of
I
times.
still haven't met Harrison. I don't even think
Oh
he
my
exists.
goodness. He's
He
like
does-
in the Matrix.
We're friends on Instagram,
Well,
but
you're
I'm
not going
convinced it's a
to.
fake
He does
profile.
not exist.
He's not a real thing.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
not a real
kinda-
We
thing.
At
just
this
make up
point-
voices. See if I can mimic
Harrison
Harrison's
has
voice.
seen
Ready?
my house.
I don't want to meet him
Okay,
because it's
okay.
going to ruin the
Okay.
whole
Yeah.
facade for
I
me.
can't do it. All right. We want to finish the
Go.
email?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
With super speed, you die from running into a mosquito at the speed of light. We addressed this.
We did.
You don't just have super speed. You have to have super
Super-
genetics, right? Is that
Right,
what it
like
was?
Agility.
I guess
Durability.
something-
Durability. That's the word. With super strength, you'd rip your skin off doing seemingly simple tasks. Also true. But again, you don't just get super strength without the other.
The other, yeah, you can't just
Right? I
be
mean, it's
super
not
strong without with terrible skin. It's like I'm the strongest man in the world, but then you go to pick up something.
Your
and it's
muscles
like,
would blow out of your.
yeah, I mean, there have to
All
be
right.
other criteria to make it all work.
Here's his choice. My choice for superpowers would be invisibility.
Wrong.
Creeper.
This is what
That's the
makes all
first thing I
followers.
thought of. That was good. Punch my hand.
Wrong.
Creepy. All right. Living without being able to be hurt would totally change. Okay.
So
I read it wrong. I read it wrong.
Oh,
Invulnerability?
Invincibility.
Invincibility.
He's not.
And not instead.
I read it wrong.
All right.
So,
So wait,
I'm
so
an
let's go
idiot.
back.
Cameron's the creeper.
So let's go back a couple seconds.
Here, high five
You're dumb. Wow.
Yeah.
My
hey,
choice
hey,
for superpowers
dumb.
would be invincibility.
Quick question: how long until
love how
Kaysen reads better than
Do
Cameron?
you have something to throw
I
at him?
mean, it's so fast.
Tomorrow.
So fast. Very soon. There's a guy on Instagram who every year, and this will not be a fart.
A lot of guys on
Rabbit
Instagram.
trail. He races his son every year on his birthday to see how long it takes for his son
For-
to beat him.
yeah.
The kid's 13 now, and the dad's still, and his birthday was just like a few days ago, and he raced him again, and the kid's getting really close. So, I'm gonna do the same thing with reading every day.
Oh yeah, where you at now?
I read that
Jason?
word. You can't. Got it up for dad.
So I'm still smarter than you. Cool.
W for
Great.
the dad.
Got
My
that
dad would
checked.
do that, but he would like throw things at us if we started to pass him. He's like,
Not today.
You got to seize the victory.
All right. So invincibility.
Sees.
TJ's gonna be so mad when I start reading this and I say invisibility.
I know.
He's gonna be like, no.
And then like 12 seconds later, he's going to go, okay, he's an idiot. He's an
And he's
idiot.
gonna send me a text. Living without being able to be hurt would totally change physical makeup. You could train harder every time without ever overworking or injuring yourself. Sure, you'd never be super strong, but you could enhance your natural abilities without consequences. Roid out and take whatever supplements and never break down your body. It's a good train of thought.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it can't fix ugly. Sorry, Cam. You'd be stuck with that. Hey, good job,
Wow.
TJ. I trashed him early, had to rebuttal, and then he still got me. So I think
it's
we're
like
even.
it's like he knew
He
you
knew
were gonna
I was
make
going
fun
to
of him.
misread something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Keep up the good work.
Don't tell him what to do.
We have to get him on to do
I know.
episode.
Yeah.
He's an interesting guy.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a good
let's
word.
Read. Shut up.
I'm just
All right, kidding, that's it.
TJ.
All right. Remember Brother
Yeah,
Eubanks?
Yep.
Over the Vatican, flying over the Vatican?
Yep.
His grandson emailed us.
Really?
Oh,
It's a cool-
interesting.
Kind of like a celebrity.
Because this says, sorry. He says, my name is Blake Young, and I was listening to the episode from last year where you talked with Brian Green about seed for the cities. So we have new
Yeah.
people listening. Bill and Janet Eubanks are my grandparents on my father's side. I can confirm that he was crazy zealous for the Lord and in real life. I remember hearing my grandmother talk about when they flew over the Vatican. This is the story we were talking about. Like
when
whatever.
Brian Green was on.
He
Yeah,
flew
yeah.
over. What episode is that? Dustin, figure out what episode so we can revert people back to it who haven't.
What would the name
I think it was called Brian Green.
Soul winning? No. It's like in the 20s.
oh, isn't Brian Green the Chick Track one?
Chick Tracks. That's it.
Yeah, Tracks.
Chicks.
That's right here.
Chicks.
All right. Thankfully,
You know that podcast that's not named the way it is.
when they flew over the Vatican, she said that when he told her to push the tracks out of the plane,
It's
she
number
closed her-
13. What number 8?
Cuts him right off.
What month is 8?
8 August.
August 15th.
He's so smart, but so dumb.
I'm so tired. I can't think right now.
We're almost done, bud.
You're good.
We got 10 minutes. 1 hour. We're doing 1 hour.
We did it.
Word did it.
Yabasimo, we did it.
Word did it. All right.
I almost said Dory, not Dory. Dora.
Close enough, buddy.
Dora.
Dory. Just read.
She said that when he told her to push the tracks out of the plane, she closed her eyes and prayed because she didn't want to watch if they got shot down. Thankfully, they didn't. That would have been a lot of paper.
Yeah,
That'd have been
we'd be
interesting.
talking about it one way or another.
Yeah. Thankfully, they didn't. Another time, years ago, when me and my sister were visiting them when they lived in Washington, we went to a movie theater. Well, shortly after getting there, Bill disappeared and we couldn't find him. After the movie finished, Grandma said, "Let's go home. He'll find his way back home eventually." So we left the theater not knowing where he was. Sure enough, an hour or so later, he came walking through the door of their house. He said that when he was walking home, he just talked with the Lord and handed out tracts. He even tossed tracts into cars as they drove by. He sure loved the Lord and wasn't afraid to talk to anyone about him. Anyway, love the podcast and the gospel that you share every episode. Keep up the good work. I love that email.
That was good.
That's
That was a
awesome.
beautiful.
That's solid.
That's really, I don't know if
And
he
look-
knew that we talked about him or he just found the podcast. He
Yeah.
lives in,
There's no typos or anything.
He's
He's like a legit storyteller too.
Yeah, that was
It
good.
was
a good
good.
story.
He did
That
good.
was-
He
how
wrote
old
well
is he?
written. There wasn't any
This is an
mistakes from my mistakes.
educated young man.
Yeah,
Is
the
he-
reader wasn't great.
is
but
he,
the story was
uh,
great.
No, you're
Is
right.
he?
We don't
is he
have our
older
in-house
or
narrator
younger?
with us. He's
I don't
not
know.
here.
I don't know
His
him.
name is Harry.
I said I would love
Who's
to
Harry?
interview him. I would love him to call in.
Right.
So we might get that set up.
I love your hat. I keep looking at it. I think it's
But,
so cool.
Anyways, so we had that, and so here's another segment idea from Hannah Fenkart. I don't remember what this is, so here we go.
At what point
Here,
does she
Dustin,
become
here,
an
David.
intern? At,
I know. I thought about that. Go ahead.
That's what she's striving for. That's the
segment idea. Hey Hey guys, here's an idea for a possible segment. Funniest, strangest, and or most random things kids have said to you or you've heard them say. Working in a school, I hear some interesting things from kids.
It's a lot of work.
For example, one day a kindergartner got in trouble for smacking
Go
another
ahead,
student.
dash him.
This is a child
Tell me,
gardener.
it's an easy word to spell, pronounce.
I thought it was with a D. It's
Maybe
a
she
T.
spelled it wrong. She works at kindergartners, but she can't
I'm,
spell it.
That's why she works in kindergarten.
I'm assuming I'm wrong.
She's on the
Spelling's not important
same
yet.
Big
playing
heart.
field.
Big heart.
How do you do it?
I'm assuming I was wrong. Is it with a T or a D?
It's with a T. I always thought it was a D.
I thought it was a D. Wow.
Well,
Chumps. All of
Garten
y'all
is
are
German,
chumps.
so that's
D is
why.
for
The more
dummy,
you know.
David.
Because you're saying like we say like garden, like the
Yeah.
thing, but it's Garten, which is German.
Kindergarten.
Yeah,
Um,
that makes sense.
kindergartner got in trouble for smacking another student and was brought to the office. When I asked him why he smacked the other student, his answer was because I had an egg and cheese wrap.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Long pause, trying not to laugh. Okay.
That's what she did.
Yeah,
not
that's
you.
what she said.
'Cause You
That's
were
what she said.
stone faced. Well done.
Well, it's in like
Well done.
it's got the asterisk things there. I thought that was like
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
reading a script and that was what
Yeah. This is your action now.
Okay.
Hold for applause.
Okay, but why did you smack the
you're
other
like Joe
student?
Biden and reading the stuff. Stop.
Yeah.
Look at the crowd.
You gotta look at
Address the senators.
Now, make eye contact with Cameron. Give a smirk.
Walk off stage left.
Fall for sympathy.
Okay, but why did you smack the other student? He again very adamantly responded with, because I had an egg and cheese wrap. Seems logical.
That sounds right. I'm for it.
That's a whole nother video. A lot of professional video podcasts, they would insert a clip there. Something called, and then
Yeah.
clip back.
So use your professional skills.
Yeah. Kind of sounds like something Dustin would come up with. LOL.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Laughing out loud. I've got a bunch more stories, but I won't bore you with another one in this email.
According to the kids at church, are you done? Sorry.
Anyways, thank you for your service. Thank you for your support. Have a great week, guys, and stay unflappable.
Don't tell me what kind of week to have.
Yeah. First of all,
Wrong with
how
you?
dare you?
Yeah. Number 2, where do you get off?
Yeah. Okay, so
bus.
Hannah, if you want to send in a story a week, go ahead.
Hannah,
do
if
it.
you want to send in a
Here's
story.
the problem. You've had a lot of funny things happen to you. You've had a lot of funny things. You have
Yeah.
one with this little kid in school. You could tell, but you can't even tell it because you have to censor the whole thing.
The kids
Remember
at
that
church.
story?
No, we should go back to his most embarrassing moments.
Nikki,
You weren't-
it was good having you
That was good.
on the podcast.
There's a door. Don't let it hit you on the way out.
Go start the
here's a short. Dude's wife roasts him on podcast.
go start the
I
car.
would never
That's funny.
On air.
That's funny. On
Go
air.
start
Just
the car.
privately in front of people.
What about on ground?
I have a story
Just gotta
about a
get
kid
lower.
that I would have to censor
Remember
out.
the story where the kid went to the bathroom, and like people were. You don't remember that? It was like the kid went into the bathroom and really made a mess
At school?
when you were a custodian.
Oh, I know what he's.
These things happen.
Why
Adults
would you
too.
have to?
I'm
segment
trying
that out.
confused.
It's just.
That's the story. The
I
kid
don't-
went to the bathroom
Let's
and made a
just
mess,
tell
and
it,
David had to clean
and
it.
then
That's
we'll
it.
bleep out all of the times he says
Oh,
what.
that story.
You told it at camp.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's fabulous, but I don't know if we can.
Hey,
Just
bro.
tell it and then bleep everything
No,
out,
no,
and then
well,
it'll
no,
sound like
that's-
you're
about it,
dropping
that's-
bombs.
that
It's
might
not,
be
I mean, it's.
that's a paid subscription story.
I know.
That's what that is.
Anyways,
I'm so curious.
we all
now.
have funny stories, but like off the dome, thinking of like I'm just not thinking about what kids have said
Oh,
recently. You
her
know?
niece
they-
has one of my favorite. I say her niece, our niece,
Your niece.
her brother's daughter. When this was a couple years, this is probably like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
She got obsessed with like hold your hand out. she got obsessed with like pinching people between their fingers, and it would hurt.
No.
So
Not
we're
mine.
sitting in the kitchen, just like talking to her, her brother and his wife, and we're sitting there talking, and he's mid sentence talking to us, and she pinches him right between the fingers. It gets him hard, and he's in the middle of the sentence, and he goes, "Ow!" And he looks down at her, and he goes, "Don't do that." And she looks up at him and goes, "But I like it."
She goes, but I like it.
And Nikki and I lost it.
They're
It was
trying to like
game over.
discipline her, and like they're like, "Stop!" And we're dying. So she's like,
And it's game over. She's like, "Stop! Don't do that." But I like it. And I was just,
reason enough for me.
That sounds.
It's like little Mackenzie Jones came
Yeah.
back into the church. She's 5, I guess, and what a family in the church. She came back in, opens the door, props the door with her hand on hip, looks at her dad and goes, "Daddy, let's go." Oh, okay. And she's a gorgeous little girl. I mean, blonde hair. She looks like the Precious Moments little girl.
Yeah.
But she has such an attitude.
She is sassy.
niece.
"Daddy, let's go." And he's like, okay.
She keeps going up to
I
me.
really have to think, because working on the bus ministry with kids all the time, I have
No
stories,
doubt.
but
I've got some good ones.
conjuring them up. Like, I
oh
just-
man, some bus stories. We had this little kid, James. His name was James. And
Which is short for Jamothy.
yeah. And he was like 5 or 6.
Jemediah.
He was like 5 or 6. He was like kindergarten,
Jambalaya.
first grade age.
Jambaloni.
And
Jimmy.
he would get in a fight on the bus every Sunday. Every Sunday he's getting into a fight. Like one time he comes running up to the front and he's like, "I didn't do it. Whatever he says, I didn't do it." And we were like, "What are you talking about, James?" And this kid Chris came up and his nose was bleeding. I was like, "James, what are you doing, bro?" And one day he gets mad and he's popping off and he's yelling da 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 da. And Keith, the guy driving the bus, goes, "James, sit down." And he stands up. And I mean, like he's like
Aw, Keith.
first grade, and he goes, "Shut up, Keith." So then Phil looks back and he goes, "James."
This is Phil Hess.
Yeah, he goes, "James, apologize and sit down in your seat." And he goes, "I ain't scared of you." He goes, "I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of your mom. I ain't scared of your dad. I ain't scared of your uncle. I ain't scared of ninjas. I ain't scared of pirates. I ain't scared of puppies.
How old is he?
I ain't scared." He's like 6 or 7.
Man.
Bro, just for 3 minutes straight, naming random things. I ain't scared of trucks. I ain't scared, bro. It was so funny. When he because at first I was like, "Oh man, he's really talking trash, and this is kind of funny."
Yeah.
And then he switches over to ninjas and pirates, and I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be the rest of the ride, and I'm here for it."
Man, that's great.
But like, if it were any other name than Keith, I don't think it'd be as funny. But it was like,
Shut up, Keith.
It was like, shut up, John. Like that's not. Or shut up, Keith.
But he's like
That's
he's like
hilarious.
6, so it sounds like, "Shut up, Keith."
It's like you came prepared for that segment already. Great job. Because I can't think of anything, and you've got like
the
3
moment
stories. Bum, bum, bum.
I've
you
got a
named
couple.
bus route, I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
It's because little kids like resonate with David. They're like, "We're the same, you and I."
They're like,
I get it. I get it.
proud of you.
yeah. Well, like I have PTSD from running bus
She
route.
slammed you.
What?
She just slammed you.
Oh, I forgot she was here. My bad. Oh man.
Our marriage is doing great.
It's amazing, and
wondering.
this is
Quick
strengthening
question,
it.
Nikki. Is
Hey,
everything
don't get
in
married.
your name?
Well,
It's in my mom's.
Is everything in your name or your dad's name? Just asking because
I tell them all the time, if you die, I'm fine. I don't need you. But if I die, you are so donezo.
and that's pretty much just because she takes care of you, which is the same with my wife. See, I'm trying to save this right now. Yeah, my wife takes care of me, does everything for me. If I died, I'm just joking. Financially, at least.
If either one of us died, the other one would have to get a roommate.
Yeah, I agree.
Speak for yourself.
Your roommate would have to come record a podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd have to get a roommate.
like, this
I'd
is
have to
David.
start interviewing now.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
it would be like
because he's old.
50.
It'd be like watching a TV series and they just they randomly like off one of the and they replace it and
Yeah.
act like nothing happened.
That would be my
Literally,
life.
that's the
Yeah.
worst. When
This is the
people-
new David.
When you
the-
have a show that you like,
Yeah.
and like, this is good. Like the so Netflix put out The Crown, and it's just literally
Yeah, yeah.
about whatever. It's pretty interesting. So we've been watching it, and season 4, all new cast, Everyone's new. The
Good.
queen is now old.
I've not.
And like,
I haven't seen the show, but isn't that where the phrase "if it pleases the crown" comes from? Right.
Probably.
I think that
Maybe.
show came out, and then everybody was like,
well, it's like if it pleases the crown,
if
when
it
you
pleases
realize
the crown.
the crown
Well-
has no pull at all. Nothing. They don't do a thing. Like, they don't get to make any decisions.
I heard-
like
yeah.
the prime minister is like, so this is what we're gonna do if it's okay, and she's like, no. And he's like, we're gonna do it. And
I
she's
heard
like,
this, and I don't know how true this is or not. because
That's
I
pretty
didn't
much the
fact
same
check
with
it.
like the president, though.
It is.
Like so
I
much
completely-
has to go
completely.
before it gets
Well,
to him.
this is what I heard. I heard this from somebody whose family is from England. I don't know how true this is because I didn't fact check it. I just heard it and was like, "That's true forever." They said that
as it should be.
that the royal family is basically just England's version of the Kardashians.
Yeah.
It is.
Like
that
they're
started with like the newer age of like Harry and them because of like and
newer
Meghan.
age. I was gonna say, dude, their mom was like 140. What do you mean newer age?
No,
Just
no,
Diana?
like her kids.
Who are you talking about?
Queen
Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't she like 200?
She was 98.
No, she was 271.
Yeah, she was in
How old
charge
was
when
Queen
America
Elizabeth?
was
98?
founded, right?
271.
Yeah.
Like
She was
when we
old,
wrote
but,
the
like, her
Declaration of
kids-
I sorta-
Independence, she read
She
read
was-
it.
she
It
was
got
there.
mailed to her
She's
house.
the one
Yeah.
who sent the stuff. The Americans addressed the letter "No taxation without representation" to Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, that's what
That's- it was-
Yeah, she's that
The
and-
queen.
And at
Yeah,
that
it was
point,
that.
she was already in her 50s.
She was like-
right?
Well, they wrote.
She
wrote
was around your
Queenie
age
'cause
now.
She was little.
yeah.
Ancient.
Yeah.
God.
I
The
have a-
drama all started though with like marriages outside of like the royal line with like Meghan Markle and all that, and like honestly, who cares? But
Not me.
that's more of like the Kardashian label they
Yeah,
got.
yeah.
But they did that to themselves. All the hate they
we
get,
need to
they
have a
deserve
whole
it.
episode on that. We need to have a whole episode on the crown.
You should probably figure out her age first.
Her age? She's almost 40. She's in her. She's 40. I think 41.
No, the best.
Did you guys watch the Meghan Markle like the thing?
I did
watched
not.
it too.
I didn't.
I'm pretty up to date with the whole crown thing actually.
You're like
I
you
know.
follow England pretty closely.
I just like that stuff.
Do
Yeah.
you?
I like that. What am I doing?
Do
here?
you like
don't know
want
what
their
you're
life?
No, I just like.
I don't know anything about them.
I like the crown history. I like history. I know this isn't history, but it's like
The only thing I know about them is that the Queen died. That's literally it.
Did
I
she
don't
get
know
better?
anything else.
Do you
Prince
even know who
Charles was
replaced
just inaugurated.
Do what?
I was gonna say, do you know who replaced her? But he literally just said
It's
it.
really a terrible
Charles?
situation because he's like literally 75 and he's finally taken over and he's like,
This is the best day of my life.
awful.
Him and Joe Biden are playing.
I was about to
golf.
say.
It's
I mean, it's
literally
not
the
much
same thing.
difference.
How
So
old is Meghan Markle?
I'm gonna guess like 32.
No, she's in her. I think she's 41. I'm gonna say
Dude,
41.
she looks great for her age then.
2 kids.
I mean, look at the way I look. I'm 51 and a half.
Here we get ready.
You're
I'm gonna
right.
say 41. How
You're
old would you say?
I said 32.
38.
41.
Oh.
Wow, I'm like a decade off.
You're so smart. It's like
41.
he's a dad.
I feel like Prince Harry is. All right, we needed an episode of this because I could honestly, for some reason, this stuff I could.
Yeah.
I love this stuff.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
love
it's
the
like
whole.
not our country, so it
I
doesn't
love all
affect
this
us.
stuff.
It's very
My
easy to hate.
sister-in-law Katie is like a junkie. I mean, a Royals junkie. She knows all like the dukes, like the uncles, like all the extended. Like she knows it all.
I know Duke Cannon. He makes soap, right? Is that
Yeah.
what the,
He's got good soap.
yeah.
I like the pine and
You guys venture
All right,
off.
we're done.
So far.
We're done.
He said
Dustin,
I
I
like
like
it.
Let's
soap.
eat the Skittles.
he said the Duke.
I've been
Duke
at-
Cannon is a
Yeah,
brand
Duke
of
Cannon,
soap.
They make
Duke's a
soap.
school in North Carolina, I think.
Hey,
Shut up.
hey.
Let's try this out.
I love how
Nikki opened the bag.
I'm sorry.
I know how. I love how like we're gonna try them, and instead of just opening one and we all try it, we're all just like open all the
I'm
bags.
about to share.
Mine. I ain't sharing. How do I get
Let me
this?
I ain't
see.
scared of ninjas.
Kenzie,
These are
bring Kason over.
these are smaller, and I thought they were.
I'm not
better.
gonna give him this. I just want to sign off. Okay, you don't want to say anything?
Here,
Missy,
open.
no.
These are amazing.
What?
Open.
There's dogs.
These are great.
They can eat it. It's fine.
What?
They can eat it. It's fine. Oh,
You're so close.
Threw it at my neck.
it's your baby.
So
But you're pretty good.
he doesn't really. He hasn't really cried. Like he'll cry like 5 seconds and then stops. He's not a whiner. No, I know it's gonna change. Like people say it's gonna change, but I'll tell you one thing. When I was in there was babies crying all night. I mean,
That's
All night.
typically what they
Did
do.
anyone tell
He
them to
didn't,
stop?
so I was happy. And he might start tonight, but I was happy that.
Ezra,
Or did you switch?
Ezra
him?
was the same way.
I was like, just, who's
You're not
a
crying.
one or, no. All right. Well, hey guys, that was a good episode. Hour and 5 minutes. How do you like these?
Guys are really good.
Pretty good.
I
Thanks,
hate
Hannah.
the pink ones though.
Thanks, Hannah. Appreciate
Thanks,
that.
Hananiah.
Yeah, this makes up for that disgusting ice cream fruit lollip thing you told us.
Nikki,
to
can
do.
you do
Hey,
the gospel?
you
drop?
were right about that one.
Wow, so much pressure.
We can clip it out if you don't like it.
I can.
All right, well, let's do it. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, this will be episode 51.5. We're not going to do the year anniversary episode. We have a lot of emails that you guys sent in, which thank you for that. A lot of emails. So that's really neat. People, a lot of very kind things people said.
These are amazing.
So if you haven't done it yet, you still have time to do it because we'll probably be recording within 1 week of this, a few days of this airing. So if you haven't given us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you can do that. Give us a subscribe on YouTube, whatever. David, we need to just start putting a clip in the beginning and just doing that, just to remind people to do it. You know what I mean? Like we've been putting the ads in the beginning of our episodes, like I did and you did, just to remind people. I think that would be a good thing to do. So we might just do that. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. We love you. Thank you for praying for my little boy. Nikki, you ready to give the gospel?
Preach.
Here we go, ready?
Any moment, just do it.
Yep, go.
Have you not
All right, the
listened to any
Bible
episodes?
says, therefore, being justified by faith, we have peace with God through our Lord Jesus Christ. And it's great that Cameron just had a new baby, and he's going to raise this baby for the Lord. And, we want to see him grow in Christ and raise him in church. You can make that decision now if you're not saved.
Amen.
You can accept Jesus now, today. Make your day one.
Amen.
Accept him. It's super easy. All you have to do is call on his name and admit that you're a sinner. And, there's great churches. We all go to different churches. If you're looking to get rooted in Christ, seek one of us out, send an email, subscribe. Thank you so much. And Cameron, back to you.
Awesome, Nikki. Very good.
Back to you.
Back
She
to
writes
you.
my
Killed
messages.
that.
And now for the weather.
All right, guys. Thank you. Love you all.
Buy a shirt.
Yep.
Buy
a
20.
shirt.
Buy 20 shirts.
And calm down. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. I want to be rich.